Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. Now, if you remember Friday's video, I did a pink ruffle around a white rabbit in a teacup, and somebody said, "Can you please show that?" So today I'm going to quickly put together a card, show how to do that ruffle because it is super easy. I appreciate it's not apparent to everyone, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's DIY art bin again, and I've used that cute little teddy bear, got a lot of bright sunshine. It was very cold over the weekend, in that little teacup. So that's what I made, and I've put most of it together. I've popped the sticky pads on. I've cut a base. This is all Practically Perfect paper. That's the name of the paper pad there from Tuesday morning. I've done a cream circle. I've cut from the same Practically Perfect pad again, and I've done the roses, and this is the little bear in the teacup with the butterflies and flowers. You can see I've got butterflies and flowers, and I've got sticky pads on the back, so it's all going to layer up. But what I want is I want a yellow ruffle on the background, so we're going to put that together in a second. But all you need to do is cut off a length of crepe paper. I get it from Dollar Tree. It comes on a roll like this. This is the pink one that I showed to you on Friday. You can get it in blue, white, red. Sometimes it can be seasonal, like you can get a green for St. Patrick's and stuff like that. Right, I've threaded up a needle and I've knotted it on the end. So I've got that, and I'm going to trim the knot off. In fact, I thought I already had. I probably have actually. There you go. Yeah, it's Monday. And all you have to do is quite literally poke your needle in and out and go along like that. That's it. It's all you have to do. I mean, you can see I'm using my felt needle here, which is not appropriate, I will admit, but I can actually see it as I'm going along here. And then you just sort of like, just push it off and just keep going until you get to the end of it. And you can see how I'm doing that. So I'm just going to quickly pause it and carry on and come back. So here it is, and I've done it all, and here's my thread. One of the things I don't like to do is lose the end of it, because I do have a tendency to use quite large needles so that I can see them obviously. But all you need to do then is take your two ends of twine, your cotton, and just gently pull. Now, before you tie it off, you can see when you start spinning it out there that you've got a ruffle. Now, this is what I want my ruffle to go under, or it's going to end up having to go on top of. And it's probably going to go on top of, but I did want it to go under. Now, I can alter that, I think, if I've used enough thread, and spin it around and make a bigger one. I'm going to have a look here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, so it's going to be a smaller one. So I'm just going to tie it there then, and then tie it off into a knot. There we go. And I can squish that and sort it out in a minute. It's a bit like the the ruffle on a clown's collar. You know, those vintage clowns. They used to put them on the dogs as well, didn't they? And put the little dogs in pirouette hats. And you can flip that over. And as you can see, it's not necessarily perfect in the centre, but you know, that's not really the point. The point is to get your ruffle around the edge. So my ruffle is going to go here, and I've already got sticky pads on here, which means I'm going to need something onto here because it's going to have to stick down. If you can see that. Like that. In fact, I'm not even sure that I like that actually. Let's get this. This has already got the tape on it, but that's just not big enough. I don't know if I want it off to the side. you know, like a big flower. It's nice when somebody comes along for the creative process. come, come and watch me have my disaster. I think I kind of like, I'm preferring sort of like loads of offset circles. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think I quite like that. So I think I'm going to go with that. Right, which means I need to put some more sticky pads on here. So I'll pop some on there and I'll be straight back. Right, so I've stuck 2 pieces of foam onto my ruffle here and I'm going to peel the backs off. And here's a sort of like design creation I've never done before. Decide which kind of like part of the ruffle you like, and I think I quite like that. And I'm going to, so you can see the whole thing there, I'm going to, before I press it down, because you can move foam tape around before you squish it, I'm going to put that about there. There. Now it's permanent. And then I'm going to go for that circle there. Now, the interesting thing about this is as you can see, I've got a huge space here and I'm using foam pads. So once I decide what bits underneath there, I need extra ones here. And then that will bring that side up there to the same height as the ruffle. And I think I've got a couple left. I need to get down to Dollar Tree and get some more. And just remind myself that I peeled the backs off of those. I'm going to take that off. So here you are along for the ride today while I put something together. So you can see I've got 2 there but only 1 there, and that's going to allow for the extra bit of elevation there. So now it's kind of flat. So we're too high. This is quite stacked actually. And then I've got these on the back of here. And then I'm going to decide where about in the card I want to put this. I might have it overlapping a bit of everything. I mean, lots of layers and putting things on really doesn't bother me. I mean, if you look at some of my cards, I just love to throw it all on. Right. So first of all, we know we need it straight, and we've got lots of complementary colours going on in there. So I can actually sort of like get that central covering, if you know what I mean. And I don't like the fact that that little bit of ruffle is sticking out. That's something where I would probably put a flower or something. But there you have been through a card process. You've got a perfect space here to put a sentiment. But there's that little bear in the cup, and I just think it's really, really sweet. You've got a little lemon ruffle like a fan going on behind, and it just ties in with the butterflies, the yellow in the flowers and the yellow in the flowers. So almost a tutorial today, and that was a DIY art bin, cute little springtime bear. I've got my needle and thread, which I don't want to lose because that's one of the real bad habits of mine. Losing pins and needles, not recommended. And there we have it. Right, I'm going to be up tomorrow and I haven't got a clue what I'm going to be up with, but I think as we're approaching Christmas, it should be something Christmas. So you have an awesome day as usual, all links below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.